So there's a few inyanim that are happening at the same time, and I'm gonna try to be makasher the inyanim. And the emes, I was, especially since my son was very tired tonight, I was gonna cancel the shir because I had something I wanted to say, and then unfortunately, yesterday something terrible happened, and I was, so mamish. It's the first day of Shiva. Mamish, my dear friend, my chavusa, was nifter, and the person that we mentioned here a few months ago, Avram ben Yankov Levi, Hashem should have an aliyah. The reason why I decided to speak anyway is because I think what I wanted to relay this week is negaya this terrible tragedy. So we'll try to be makasha the inyanim. So we're holding the first week of Teves. We're holding post Chanukah, okay, and we're holding Parshas Vayigash. It's also the beginning of Teves. We're coming up to Asar B'Teves. It's also the yahrzeit of Rav Moshe Shapiro Zatzal. It's a lot going on over here, and I think that they're all related. Avremel, it's related to you too, and Reb Simcha and the family. If you're going to watch this, I think the message is negaya. So I had two new ha'oras this year. Ha'ora number one. Who likes Olam Hazeh more? The Goy or the Yid? Now, b'hashkafa rishayna, not chashav tamid chacham like us over here, but if I would ask a young child, say, who likes Olam Hazeh more? Huh?
Us.
Us? We like Olam Hazeh more? Okay, so you're too old. You're already a tamid chacham mishtikol. But if you ask a, I think younger child, it's pashut that the Goy is more rooted in Olam Hazeh. This is like what this is his, it's his world. It's his world. I don't feel, all the fun stuff that goes on in the world, Great Adventure, I think was created by, it's probably created by it also, but it's a Goyish mentality. It's their world. They love the world. They are mashkia all of their koiches into a frumagid. He has Olam Haba in mind. It's a prosdor, if anything. We don't really like it. So now, in a very simple way, I want to show you that it's mamish hafuch. Mamish hafuch. Goof of the fact that the Goy is so much invested in this world and is so busy making this world into an amazing place. Misham Raya that he hates the world. Misham Raya that he can't stand this world. Push it. What's the motivation to come up with a new, cell phone every 6 months? What's the motivation? What's the motivation to have new cars every single year? Is that it could always be better. Das heißt, what it is now, it's not good. We don't like what it is now. They don't like this world. They're always trying to make it better. It's ki'ilu, they say to the Rabbeinu Shalom, nice world, very nice, sun, stars, moon, but you didn't finish the job. I'm saying the world is not done. And they have to make a world. Chachmei Yavonis wants to build a world. They are always trying to be Meshaper the world. We are not interested in being Meshaper the world. We like the world. We like Hashem. The way it is, it's ganz good. It's ganz good. Now, where's the avodah? The avodah is within. Yeah? I even brought, I told this over to a friend. I said, Mashal, even you could see it, even in business, like the real Gvirim by us. Yeah, the real Gvirim. Very few of them are like inventors that like, made billions of dollars, like, on their like, new product that they brought to the table. Most of them are oisik in inyanim that have been in the world for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Refuah, din, real estate, whatever you don't want. Things that are like already going on. And they, start learning the world, and they see that the world itself can generate, and they just tap into that. It's a brilliant thing, but that's coming from recognizing that there's a world, and just leaving it as is, and just learning the ropes, whatever. That was like a mush, just to bring it out. The point is that the guy really can't stand this world. He's always trying to make this world into a better place because he holds it as not good. That's Ha'ora number one. I found that as like a little bit of a reference to Chachma Yivanis, Chachma Satir. Okay. Chodesh Teves is known to be a very dark month. This year, the months like sort of got messed up, We started everything late, Sukkot was late, so we had a very dark Kislev also. But Be'etzem, Teves is the shortest days and the longest nights. It's a dark month. And I hold it's not a coincidence that we lit menorah during Teves. And that told me what was the messer, what is this whole thing of the menorah? Are we trying to light up the darkness? You see these things, invited to a nishay, lighting up the darkness, or and the Lakewood School, they had, darkness, light one over darkness, faces. These types of terms that we use, right? Are we trying to light up the dark with the menorah? I don't think so. If you take a lamp, even 8 lamps, in a pitch black room, it's not going to light up the room. Maybe the goyim are trying to light up their room, light up the darkness with all their lights. That's not the tafkid of the menorah, no. That's not what it is. So what's the menorah there for? A yid is not interested to light up the dark. Just like a yid is not interested to change the world. A yid wants to learn how to see in the dark. That's the lesson over here. It means that there's dark times. There is darkness in the world. So Chman al-Islam, there's terrible things happening. But it's part of the world. And we're not trying to change the world. But we ask the Rebbeinu Shalom, give me a lamp. Help me see in the dark. That's a moiradika cook of what Chanukah is. It falls out in Teves. The end of Chanukah is in Teves. To light up the dark. To help us see in the dark. That's the lesson of Teves. That's the lesson of the menorah. And that's again the sugya of Chachma Yivanis neged the Chachma Satorah. That's all happening. So Ramesh Shapiro Zatzal, I heard 2 nakudas I want to share with you. The Talmidim asked a Moiridik Kasha. Akiva Tatz asked it, my Rebbe asked it also. Ramosha knew everything. I mean, everything. It was crazy from such a young age. It was, I'll tell you, Moiridik Maisa, my Rebbe said, I can't even begin to tell you anything about Rav Moshe's brilliance. Rav Moshe Shapiro, that is. Why? Because anything I would aspire to be in learning, he already knew as a teenager. He said he was zeicher to hear a Gemara shir from Rav Moshe Zatzal. Rav Moshe gave a brilliant shtickle Torah, a mamish ala rishonim mit the kashas on the sugya and a peladik teretz and the samoydik. And then b'lishoinoi hazach, he said, Kol ze rabotai lamadnu b'yeshiva ketana. Achshav nilmad et hagmora. Bo nilmad et hagmora. Let's learn the Gemara now. Yeah. Learn b'yeshiva ketana. That's a peladik maisa. And they asked, the Talmidim, they asked amongst themselves, one of my rebbeim said he did like his investigations on Rav Moshe Kilo. He went to a shir, whatever. Rav Moshe gave over 50 shiurim. He knew of 52 or 50 shiurim that he gave a week. Okay? Crazy people work more than 40 hours a week. Okay? Right? People that work, right? 40-hour weeks, 50-hour week, 50 shiurim, and he never gave a shir less than an hour. So it's not normal. When did he learn? That's what Akiva Tatz asked. When did he learn all? How did he know so much? He was always giving over. Where did he learn? And then the plea is that it was a shtickle balmoifis and stuff like that. I don't have time to tell you over a mind-boggling story that happened to my Rebbe. I heard it secondhand, but how did he know? How did he know these things? Where do you have time to learn? And Reb Kiva Tatz said a more ridiculous thing, and my Rebbe touched it up also the same way. Akiva Tatz tainted that Rav Moshe's godless was, and anybody who heard shiurim from him knows that this is true. Rav Moshe learned Torah. His Torah was shroshim. Anytime he had a sugya, he wanted to know the shirish of the zach. If it was a word, if it was something, he always looked for the shirish, and from the shirish, the way Rabbi Akiva Tatz said it, it's like the shirish is like the whole life of the tree. Everything comes from down below. That big, huge tree, it all starts from the shirish. Once you understand the shirish, you understand everything. That was how he was magner. He learned shroshim, kilu, and that just was huge tree. So he knew everything. Yeah. Think about that for a second. I was misbehaving. Now this year, a new machshava. What does that mean? Learn shroshim. My Rebbe said, two of my Rebbeim actually. One Rebbe said, if I could choose a month that Rav Moshe should be nifter, it would be Teves. Asor b'Teves he was nifter. So batamt for him to be there. Why Asor b'Teves? Because Rav Moshe was the gadol. Yeah. He saw what couldn't be seen. He taught his talmidim, don't look at the world, like the newspapers. You gotta see what can't be seen. You gotta go teef. That was his whole essence. What does it mean to learn shroshim? I just thought about this year. It's more ridiculous to hear. A shirish, you can't see a shirish. It's dead deep in the ground. It's dafka learning something and seeing something that can't be seen. And there lies the re'iyah of everything. You can see everything. That's the lesson of Chodesh Teves. This is merumaz in the menorah, and I'll even throw in Parshas Vayigash for you. We'll end with this. You tell me, what was the darkest moment for the Shvat? When was the most confusing time of their life? This whole story is crazy. The whole story is nuts. How are they going to face their father? The father's going to die if he doesn't come home with Binyamin. This was like the worst day of their life. Totally confused. Right? The Beis Halevi says it was Yom Adin. Yom Adin is a very scary day. Very dark day. You don't know what's going to happen. It's crazy. That all these sugyas, I think, are tying into each other. And we're just, Tein lachacham v'yechkam oid,